lack of equity is something that we are extremely worried about. That the children that are learning under these conditions will not get the same level of preparation to be able to assume responsible places in society. That is what makes us extremely worried.
Where would you actually put the blame? Would you say that government over the years has not been fair to citizens, especially to children of school-going age? Or would you say communities have actually also not done well by putting out these challenges for everyone to see, and especially for government to see and know that they are not doing what it takes?
Honestly, I will start with, they say fish is rotten, it starts from the head. So naturally, I would start from government. Government, because every nation is preparing its human resource to develop it. I think sometimes we miss this basic concept, this basic purpose for education, to prepare your citizens in the best way so that they can compete in the global space and be able to make you, Ghana, ahead of all your peers or all your competitors. That is why in football, when we present a team, we say this is our national team. And as Ghanaians, we expect that whether it is Colombia we are meeting, whether it is Portugal we are meeting at the FIFA World Cup, we will score them and win our matches. Isn't that right?
Sure.
It is the same analogy you can take to education, where government is or should invest in its children, make them well prepared so that they can competitively stand toe to toe with any child from any part of this world and be able to outperform that child. That is how that child, prepared in Ghana effectively, can then develop Ghana, can then contribute to Ghana's development. The worry is when that child doesn't get the right level of preparation, he is only progressing. He might transition from P1 to P2, from P4 to P5, or even from P6 to Form 1, JHS 1. But without the right preparation, without the right foundation, this child is just changing classes, but he's not changing his mindset. He's not developing his acumen. He's not academically ready for life. And that is why we have so many people who say they are educated, who can show you paper degrees, but they cannot demonstrate competence in the things that they say they have studied. It is particularly the reason why we are very worried about this situation as the Northern Network for Education Development, that if we don't do something now, in fact, the data says 13 districts in Ghana. When you look at it, Upper East and Northern Region are parts of the 13 districts. And if you look at the number of schools in Upper East, district by district, it's extremely worrying that so many districts within this region have such huge classroom deficit. So the blame first starts with government. The second thing is that we also appreciate the fact that this is huge investment, and that if government wants to put all the money that Ghana has as a country in solving these problems, there will be crisis in our health sector. There will be crisis in our transportation sector. There will be crisis in our energy and all the other critical sectors of the economy. So government alone cannot do it. So what can government do? Government, as a first step, should create a framework that documents all these schools that need the investment to improve their infrastructure. And then government can then call on corporates and provide incentives to those organizations and say, for example, that if you build a school we will give you a tax holiday for this year. And let's see whether the big companies like Nestle, Unilever, all these companies, including Aquaborg, can take up that challenge and say, in this community, I am ready to build a school. So government needs to create the framework. Government needs to provide the incentives and the environment that is enabling for banks, for individuals, for organizations to make that investment in boosting the infrastructure needed to drive basic education, in particular, but education generally in this country. So government first. The second one is the district, municipal, and metropolitan assemblies. If you are a leader, if you are the chief executive, one of the things you need to set for yourself is to see how many schools you came and met, and in what condition did you meet those schools, and what the state of those schools will be at the time of your leaving office. You must make this a personal goal, and also make this the goal for the whole assembly or the whole district. That is one way we can look at it. The third way are communities, the assemblyman, the opinion leaders, our chiefs. We ought to see the schools in our community as our property and be interested in what is happening in those schools, to the extent that we can then determine that we will contribute to, for example, replace a dilapidated roof, or do something to improve learning in our communities. Sometimes you go to the schools and the problems the schools face are actually caused by the community members. Encroachment on school land, cutting down of the few trees that are that are in the school compound for firewood. Sometimes you are in a school, somebody comes with an axe. He's blatantly cutting the roots of a tree. And when you ask, you say he's cutting it for what? Herbs. He's cutting the roots for herbs. Of all trees, the only surviving tree in the school is a source of herbs. So sometimes we feel that these things don't show that community members understand that the school is their bona fide property, and that they have the primary responsibility to make sure that those schools are functioning effectively for the benefit of their own children. So community members, and of course, all of us as a people, we have to blame ourselves. People are channeling money into things that are, excuse me to say, entertainment, which is okay. But can we look at our priorities as a country? So all of us who can invest money into beauty pageants, musical concerts, they are good, they are important. But in a country where children are sitting under trees and learning, and just one funding from one pageant can solve that problem in the community, let's think twice as a people. What are our priorities?
And I want to further this conversation from the area of priorities. Would you say that maybe we should begin reorienting our thinking in general as a people, that these days we focus so much on riches and not actually building the human capacity of our peoples. So we have people that would not say anything when their children leave the schools to the Galamsey sites, or when they leave to either find something to do, say write a can do or any other thing. Is it that this time people don't even see the essence? They don't even see how important education is. And how do we go back to the drawing board to re-educate them, to re-conscientize them, to let them understand that, yes, you can do all those things even better if you are well educated?
I entirely agree with you. It's about priorities. But I want to take the stance that everything we do in life is an investment. And let me build on that assumption. That if you take your child to school, that you, the parent, see you're taking your child to school, and all the processes of supporting your child to remain in school is viewed as an investment. It is actually money that you could spend on other things. Now, you, the child, who has been taken to school, with time, you ought to see your being in school also as an investment by yourself, on yourself. What that means is that you, the child, you are positioning yourself by going to school to be able to compete for better opportunities and resources as you grow. All right. Now, nobody wants to make a bad investment. In a situation where the child is in school, but cannot see where the future lies ahead of that child, if you were that child, will you continue to make that investment? Now, I'm talking about a situation where a child is in school, but the system is dysfunctional. It is not designed to support an outcome that will be useful to that child. And let me share this with you. One time when I was manager for one of our projects into child labor in one of the mining communities, an old lady asked me, if her child goes to school, what is the guarantee that the child will complete school and get the same job that I have in the community? And I could not answer that question because that child was going to a school that didn't have classrooms. That child was going to a school that didn't have teachers. That child was going to a school where there is no evidence that anybody who went to that school has passed, has progressed in life, and has been able to earn a living and to support the family and the community. So if for that child, education doesn't mean anything. It's not a priority. But for us as a country, we need to help that child to understand that education is what we as Ghana want you to do. And so we will create the environment that will stimulate your ability to do well in that space. Anything we fail this way, we are asking people to go on their own tangents. And so we need as a people to even start to ask, what is the education that we are giving? What education are we giving to our children? And why are we giving that education to our children? What is our goal? When every morning I drive to work saying I'm a district director of education. What is my goal? And if I am not delivering on that goal, what must be done by me, by stakeholders around me, by government to reposition what we are doing to focus on making sure that the investment we are all doing comes out with the right outcome. Otherwise, we are just giving education, but we are not asking questions. Children are not reading. As you go to schools and you sample, you take a child in P6, you give the child a P1 text, text, and say read, and the child is struggling to read. So the teachers that taught the child in kindergarten taught the child from P1, P2, P3, P4 up to P6. What were they teaching that child? To the extent that at P6, the child cannot read a text that he should have been able to read in P1.
So, based on what you've said, can we conclude that these inadequate, or if you like, non-existent classroom blocks are the causes of the poor academic performances, the absenteeism that we see, the school dropouts, the low motivation for teachers to be posted or retained in schools, and several others? I mean, that these are the causes.
You said it all, but let me just run over it. So, for example, the low academic performance can be attributed partially or partly to the fact that the children are learning under conditions that are not good. There is reduced enrollment and retention in school. Sometimes the children, like you said, they galamsey, they can do riding. At a point, there is no incentive, there is no motivation, there is nothing that they can see ahead of the education that they are getting. Then teacher motivation and effectiveness will be low. I mean, teachers are human beings like everyone else. They cannot continue to work in a motivated fashion in an environment that is so depressing and that doesn't have the right resources for them to work. But the other thing that I want to add is that it is widening the rural-urban gap, especially because this problem persists in rural areas quite more than in the urban centers. So the infrastructure deficits are most severe in remote rural northern districts, where capital towns, while the capital cities fare relatively better than the rural areas. This deepens the disparities that I'm talking about and threaten national development goals.
Very well. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We'll follow closely to see how you progress as a network.
Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity.
Very well. So that was Raymond Ayine. He works with Africa's Ghana, joining us to talk about a release from the Northern Network for Education Development. And they are talking about some 10,730 basic schools across 13 regions lacking classroom blocks. And that is actually resulting in 3 million people's learning under trees, shades, in churches. In very, very unconducive environments. So yeah, we'll expand the conversation maybe on subsequent shows. But you're still live on A1 Radio, 101.1 FM. We'll entreat you to stay with us as we come your way with some other interesting discussions. Our political discussion will begin very soon.
Sorry, Aliachi.
More music on tunesjam.com.
All right, definitely Obiano in the movement. We all enjoy different meals and different ways of preparing them. But I can assure you that great meal starts with Pomo. And right now, every promo pack could be your ticket to winning a brand new car, an all expense paid trip, and so much more. Buy any promo pack of Pomo tomato paste, Gino pepper and onion, Gino jollof mix, and use use up the tomato mix content and find a printed code in pack. Please dial *844*99# free of charge and follow the prompt to enter. There's over 2.5 million worth of airtime up for grabs. Chest freezers, television set, microwave sets, cooking set, gas cookers, and all expense paid trip to a dream destination. And the grand prize, which is a brand new SUV. Promo Achadia Soko. Cook more, win more. Pomo. Taste the love. So how to enter? Kindly buy any promo pack, Pomo tomato mix, Gino pepper and onions, or Gino jollof mix. Cut open the sachet and find your unique code inside. Please dial *844*99# free of charge and follow the prompt. Win airtime, appliances, a car, or a dream trip. Women are strong, very strong. But what defines the strength of a woman? Is it her creativity, her ability to multitask, or her leadership? Discover Obasima, Stanbic Bank's women banking solution designed for every woman in Ghana. Enjoy business incubation, China trade opportunities, and comprehensive financial and insurance support. Stanbic is here to drive your growth. Visit www.stanbicbank.com.gh or call them on 0302815789. 0302815789. Stanbic Obasima. Unlock your growth. A political discussion will begin soon. But before that, let me say, sometimes big movements start with small things. A call to that loved one, a Momo transaction, which usually goes to support a family or friend, a bundle to grow. But what if you could lead in everything that you do by choosing MTN? With the MTN at 30 promo, every call, every text, every browse, every Momo transaction, every connection to home fiber, and every activity on the My MTN app earns you points reward. Those points are going to actually lead you towards an amazing reward, including now 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruisers. These are Prados. And I tell you, the comfort of driving in a Prado, you can't imagine. Over 10 million Ghana cedis in cash prizes and unforgettable experiences just for you, dear cherished customers. Because every moment counts. Dial *530# or use the MTN app to participate now. And let's stay connected. Everywhere you go, MTN. MTN at 30 promo. Make every moment count. Terms and conditions apply. Nara Rural Bank PLC wishes to inform 8 valued customers, shareholders, business partners, and the general public that the bank has officially changed its name from Nara Rural Bank PLC to the Nara Community Bank PLC effective 1st April 2026. This change is in line with the ongoing microfinance sector reforms by the Bank of Ghana aimed at enhancing operational efficiency, strengthening governance structure, and improving financial service delivery across the industry. Please be assured that this change of name does not affect the bank's legal status, obligation, existing agreement, products, and services or operations. All transactions and commitments previously undertaken under the former name remains valid under the new name. In view of the above, customers and the public are kindly advised that with immediate effect, all correspondence, transactions, references to the bank should bear the new name. Nara Community Bank PLC remains committed to supporting your financial growth and delivering improved services tailored to your needs. We take this opportunity to express our sincere appreciation to our customers, shareholders, the general public for their continued trust, loyalty, support, and we look forward to serving you better under our new identity.
Each and every day, man, I suffer. We try too much, but we can't get enough of that money. System is designed too funny. Babylon still running, so them continue the gunning. They hear them watching and learning. Rastafari, fire keep burning. Fire upon them dirty ways. They tell you that these are the last days. So careful what you do. Know when you really want to move. There shall be judgment upon the government and the judges and the false prophets who let the people come on there. Do good and good will follow. Don't see green and call it yellow. Open up the day to see Jah tomorrow. Every man on his own movement. This is what I enjoy. Alright. Ebe na wo pa mi nye. Ba mi wo mani de. She. Atari mi to mani fe. So I mean who say wo she. Credit tama enra ni ne. Na so media wo pre. Si betan from medical so che. Be kan ye na mi play enemy ne.
All right. Are you a resident of the Upper East region? Are you in need of that one-stop shop where you can get everything that has to do with your home, your office? Then that shop should be Raining Shopping Mall, your ultimate shopping paradise where you find something special for everyone. Raining Shopping Mall is the place where shopping and dining come together in one amazing destination. At the Raining, we have all forms of products ranging from electronics, the standing fans, fridges, air conditioners, etc. We have furniture, office chair, room sofa, tables, outdoor beds, and normal tables. Clothing for ladies, kids, and men. Bags for school children. Traveling bags. Ladies. Those for gents. Room decor like curtains, window blinds, artificial carpets, and many more. Food items like chicken breast, sausages, gizzards, cheese, butter. We have beverages, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, local beverages and bottled water. Vegetables like beetroot, cucumber, fresh turmeric, mint leaves, fresh parsley, apples, oranges, dragon fruit, blueberry, and pomegranate. Black pepper, white pepper, curry, jollof, rice seasoning, adobo seasoning, and many more spices. Tea products like Lipton, green tea, almond tea, noni tea, oat, imperial tea, and so much more. Coconut milk, green peas, beef, meat fufu, shito, fufu powder, food for children, cleaning items, cleaning brushes, sweeping brushes, toilet brushes, and mops, cleaning detergents. We have everything. We have deodorants, hair cream, body cream, perfume, parazones. There's actually a coffee shop. So yes, visit us today and thank us later.
Electric energy.
If you are shopping and you feel hungry at a point, our catering services got you covered. So we serve plain rice, fried rice, yam, fufu, grilled tilapia, plantain. Please name it. And we've got you covered.
I'm feeling high, I'm feeling insomnia.
Liquors like Red Label, Captain Morgan, Blue Label, Jack Daniel, Double Black, and many more. Reigning Shopping Mall is located on the commercial street opposite the post office. You can call them on 0244291045, 0244291045. Reigning Shopping Mall, your ultimate shopping destination. And on that note, I want to thank all of you for your listenership as we prepare to begin with our political discussion this morning.
Full of love. Electric energy. Electric energy. Electric energy. Electric. Electric energy. Electric energy. Energy. Electric energy. Next. I'm feeling I've got to say, I'm feeling great. Perfect time to play. Oh, what a day. I've got to say, I'm feeling great. Perfect time to play. Sunshine in my soul, making it glow. Feeling alive.
Okay, so this morning I have in studio
Electric energy.
two affable communicators
Electric energy.
from the NDC
Electric energy.
and the MPP.
Electric energy. Energy.
They are here to help us discuss a number of issues. Joel Hassan Suedu is the Deputy Communications Officer for the Navrongo Central Constituency.
Just give me the money, make I go my holiday. We got the land, we go do shake it. I be the big baller. I be the big baller. Pretty bang tell like
And he's here to represent the NDC.
the big baller.
Moses Amwa is a member of the Upper East Communications team. Also here to represent the MPP. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
First time ever hosting both of you.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, have we met before?
No, not at all.
All right, so good to have you here.
It's a
Uh,
pleasure.
Yes, so we have a number of issues to discuss, but first of all, I would want to especially start with Moses Amwa to tell me what he makes of the just ended constituency elections.
Well, let me say good morning to you. Good morning to Father Edu, and good morning to Tracy. Well, I think it went well, very peaceful, very transparent, especially in the Upper East region. Didn't report any. It was very lovely. Peaceful. Let me also use the opportunity to thank everybody, our party members, our delegates in our Congo Central. I took part in the election. At the end of the day, I obviously lost. I will thank God. Thank God, delegates, and all the mess. At the end of the day, what to
The MPP seems to be very united. What's your secret? Somebody was telling me there's a lot of sense in opposition.
Well, I don't know about that, but we've always been united.
Mm,
There's no political party without traditional issues.
mm.
But we've always been united, we've always been together. So that's it.
and you are going to go into the regional elections with same mentality.
Sure. We and what actually is telling the unity that we are seeing. And we never expected
Parents,
that
you
we
worked
would
hard to
progress
give your
this
child the
country
very
to the
with a
level that we are
90%
seeing.
graduate
Mm.
employment rate.
We never
Versus 6 months of
expected the
graduation, that future
persecution,
could be
harassment currently meting out members. So we just want to make sure that we are able to salvage from cruelty, beating, and kind.
Cruelty.
Exactly. You can imagine what is going on currently.
Mm.
The headlines.
What
about
are they?
Miracle, what is
Yeah, it's actually a substantive
arrest
issue
and
will be
detention.
discussed.
What else can you? How else can you describe it? For instance, you arrest somebody hasn't if he commits.
You hold your peace. I mean,
Yes,
you have the time
I just want to say
some.
that.
Okay.
I just want to say that
They give you
Mm.
all these things
Okay.
are causing or probably are propelling the unity that you are seeing.
Okay.
We have a daunting task to get the NDC off and to salvage this country from fitness and incompetence.
Just like 2 years that they took power from you. So if the country is really suffering, then you guys did a lot of things.
Oh no, not that. Not that. Because when we're there,
Mm.
you could see farmers were smiling, business people were smiling, government workers were okay, everybody was fine.
Mm.
But today, that cannot be said.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm lying, take your microphones out and interview people.
Okay.
They are only talking about microeconomic stability on paper, but when you go on the ground, you talk to people, there's a lot of suffering.
Very well. I'll come back to you, Mr. Amwa. All right. To you, which of the names is yours and which one is for your father?
Sweden is his name.
Can you say anything?
Very well.
Yeah.
So I would want you to, just comment briefly on their elections. How would you describe the entire process? What was there to take away from it?
All right. I'll first of all say a very good morning to cherished listeners, a beautiful host team for this wonderful program that is being organized and the good work that A1 is always doing. We saw that when it comes to the airwaves, A1 is always on top of its issues.
Thank you.
Regardless of that, I want to congratulate my elder brother once again. We've been in this game more than 10.
Mm.
Myself and him, we've always been a bidder in the and other places. We met multiple times, and it has always been very cordial.
Mm.
I would have wished that it have been given them the good chairman of the NPP because of the vast experiences. Not even withstanding that he is still the current. Okay, anyway, now they have sworn in their newly elected executive. He was their secretary, and he has served them well. But as much as it will be, you always know that politics, anything.
You either win or you lose.
Yeah, and he's been able to do well. Second, he pulled the votes about 350 something against 508. So I think he has done tremendous well. But that is to say that we have not actually recorded anything in the Congo and Upper East. That tells us that maybe people are beginning to know politics is not we and die affairs. It's not about war. They have perpetuated those things which led to where they are. They didn't have what they call unity of command. They didn't have what they call unity of purpose during the time that they were even in power. And that led to dismal performance on governance. They themselves were able to put their governance. And that is why you could see that time inflation rose to 54 point something. Well, prices were skyrocketing. And currently, as I speak to you, when you go to town, you can get rice and buy at the minimum of 250 Ghana cedis. That is what we talk about governance. When you go to the market, you can. When you go to the fuel station to get your fuel, you can get fuel. Even with the Israel, Iran, and American war, you can still see that we have the opportunity to still get fuel at 13 Ghana cedis. It was even 12 cedis, but because they have escalated the war again, you could see that it is not like the way they were doing.
The farmers say that the fertilizer prices have still gone up.
With the farmers' issues, government is putting in place measures to curtail importation. You see, when you have your local, every government, we talk about Feed Ghana.
Okay.
MPP brought about planting for food and jobs. Now we have planted enough and we have enough food stock. But what is our problem? The problem is about how we are going about our own local foods. The food that you are supposed to buy, which is local, is more expensive than the one that they import. So, and they are all tailoring that to the purported fertilizer increment and other things. But we are with the view that the government is putting in place where we are partnering with the Norwegian government and Sweden government to be able to even produce local fertilizer, which I think with time it will be able to reduce the pressure on the fertilizer prices. But notwithstanding, what I will put across is government is putting in place 6 months policy where they will stop importation of external imports. That is to say, the rice and other imports, so that we'll be able to take care of the local produce that we are producing. We say we need to eat Ghana, clothe Ghana, and shelter Ghana. So there's no need that someone will sit somewhere to say, but I am happy. I am happy that an ordinary person can get rice to eat. Happy that when you go to the market.
Why they were not eating rice?
Yes, rice was expensive, even if you are a teacher or a nurse. If you're going to buy rice at the time of MPP, you buy rice 9 million. That's 900 Ghana cedis for a bag. That is 50 kilo. So now 25 kilo, you get it 2.5. Even 50 kilo, you can get it 4.5. You can get some 400, depending on the variety, depending on the product. So I am certain that governance is about, definitely you will be confronted with a lot of challenges. We are not shielding away. There's no day that NDC has ever shielded and being so combatant to say that they are not facing challenges. We are facing challenges as a government, and it is due to the recklessness that the government of the former government of Issoul, MPP, and Nanado and Baumia brought upon the people of this country by inflicting so much pain, by mismanaging our resources. That is to say, even the current, the former finance minister is not currently in the country. He has fled the country due to accountability issues. And now he has succeeded by even using about 1 million Ghana cedis, $1 million US to buy his citizenship just to stay abroad, because his father exiled this country. He died out of exile. So when you want to take at the history, the historical antecedent of what happened to what is currently happened to Ken Ofori-Atta and his father. His father was the prime minister, left this country because of mismanagement. He has also come to repeat the same history. So history has repeated itself. So we will never shield people, but we will always use constitutional process and due process to deal with
so beautiful introduction by both of you.
Yes, so for that matter, I still want to congratulate my brother and say that better luck next time. Yes, better luck next time.
Yes, and yes, congratulations to you. And I like how I mean, you even though you lost, you are still happy that everything went on free and fair. Yeah. I mean, some people will usually want to ascribe reasons to why they lost. I mean, they would want to blame someone. There was a report that suggested that somebody said his picture wasn't even clear in Avrongo. And I was wondering whether he only saw it that day, because he had an opportunity to see and make the corrections, but that was not done. Very well. Let me start with you, because in your introduction, you mentioned Miracle Abuaji.
Yeah.
I mean, what's happening? You think that it's not justified for him to be arrested?
See, madam, I think that MPP is not against arrest any of his MPP, not against. The man is currently undergoing investigation. He hasn't even been declared what they call guilty. And then we are reliably informed that he was invited to the Yoke office sometime earlier this month or even last month. He went and was taken to some questioning and all that, and he was asked to go home. Okay, and he was told that anytime they needed him, they'll call on him. And when he went home, we are told that even later he had to call them and ask that he has not heard from them. It's okay, he should wait. Anytime they'll call him.
Mm.
So Miracle also had to travel outside the country, and you had to instruct the security personnel, immigration officers, KIA, arrest the guy of arrival on Sunday, even Saturday evening. Why was it necessary? Have you invited him and he refused? You could have, no, I don't get it. You could have waited, let him come into the country, you invite him, and I am sure, and I am very, very sure that Miracles would have walked, okay, voluntarily with his lawyers to the Yoke office if they had waited for him to come into the country and then they invite him. What was the essence of this dramatic and symbolic way of arresting the guy at the airport, detain him on Saturday night till Sunday morning that you hand him over to Yoke officials? What was it for?
Mm.
I don't get it. Why? Why did they have to do that? And what even now broke the camel's back is when they held him from Sunday morning till Monday without any communication. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew where he was. He was denied access to his lawyers. He was denied access to food. If I call this one cruelty, then people would think that probably we are not fair to the NDC, probably the government. But why would you deny somebody access to food? You deny him access to legal representation, and you wouldn't even communicate to the general public what he has done. So
What he has done.
Exactly. So they waited until pressure mounted on them.
Mm.
When MPP started.
I want to know if you do not know why the Yoko is after him.
No, how would we know?
Oh, but
how
we are
MPP
told.
Know, or how Ghanaians know?
But we are told he's being investigated.
No, that's what I'm saying. That what I'm saying is that
okay,
from Sunday morning,
okay,
till yesterday midday, that they issued that statement.
Mm.
Nobody knew why he was being arrested,
Mm.
and he was the thing that even shocked.
So the rearrest was because they had some fresh findings.
Not rearrest.
The arrest,
yes,
was because there were some fresh findings in the course of the investigation that needed for him to be arrested.
But why would they arrest him? They could have simply invited him.
Mm.
If they had invited him, he would have gone there with his lawyers. Okay? Or what was it necessary arresting him in that manner?
Okay.
Is he a criminal? He is simply being investigated. What it means is that you cannot. There's a saying that somebody is proven
he's innocent
until proven guilty.
Yeah.
So he's just like you and I. So you cannot arrest the guy in that manner, and then you keep him from Sunday till Monday. You were not issuing any statement. You were not addressing the media. You were not saying anything. You deny him access to food and water. You deny him access to legal representation. Why are they doing this? I'm saying that, you see, what the NDC is doing, if I were Shuedu and his people, I will be worried.
Hmm.
I'll be worried because you are not going to be in power forever. You understand? That's what I'm saying. If for any genuine reason you arrest any MPP member and you follow due process, take him through the processes and all that, nobody has any qualms because we are not encouraging our members or our officials to be perpetrating some financial crimes and all that. Nobody is supporting those things. But take our members through due process. That is what the MPP is asking. And ever since the NDC came into office, look at the litany of individuals they have maltreated at the Yoko office. Hanan almost spent like a month over there. Okay? Abdul Hanan almost spent 1 month in custody. Look, they had to keep the National Service woman, Gift Owari, in custody for almost a month. Wontumi, they kept Wontumi there until the man could not even, he even became sick. Why would you perpetuate some of these things to your fellow human beings?
But
And the worrying thing is that they would give you some kind of hideous bail conditions that you wouldn't even find. Just 50 million yesterday, almost in the night, they asked what do you call it? Miracles and his lawyers to produce 50 million CDs and then some justifiable sureties. Where do you expect Miracles and his lawyers at that particular time of the day to produce those things? So it's just a way of probably punishing the guy and keeping him in custody. And it's not fair. And even their own education minister, Haruna Idrisu, is on record to have said that what they are doing is not fair and that they are using harsh bail conditions to, to punish, agree with his own government. So I'm saying that, you see, what they are doing, their own members should even be worried because the NDC cannot be in power forever. They cannot be in power forever. So why don't you take the people through the specified processes, allow the rule of law to work, treat them as fellow human beings, and allow the law to work. But to treat them, to maltreat them in this manner, and I am sorry, Monacha, after him, the day NDC will leave office, I don't know where he would go. Because the things he has done to MPP members, nobody is going to forget about it, and nobody would pity for him if MPP comes to power. Because he doesn't even listen. He appears to have no holes in his ears. Okay, and it's unfair. What has Miracles done? You say he was a interministerial whatever and all those things. He was working there. And then some financial irregularity, discovered some financial irregularities over.
Okay, so talking about what he has done. So let me read this out. Yoko is investigating, or they have concerns regarding some alleged misappropriation, diversion, and theft of about 55 million Ghana cedis in public funds. So the alleged offenses under the investigation includes conspiracy to steal and stealing, using public office to for profits, causing financial loss to the state, defrauding by false pretense, money laundering, and other procurement-related irregularities.
You see, you all these charges appears to be what everybody they arrest. These are the things they will list. Everybody, including Gift Owari and to me, everybody. These are the charges they will level against you. All of them. Just go through the cases. Just go through the cases. Money laundering appears to be appearing in everybody's charge.
Well, if they all committed it, shouldn't it appear?
I don't have a problem. But you see, the worry of the NPP has to do with the persecution, how they are maltreating our members in the name of bail conditions. That is our worry. Nobody is saying that, why are you prosecuting our members? Nobody is. Have you ever heard an NPP member say that, why are you arresting us? No. But the manner in which they do it is the concern. So let's call on the NDC to apply the rule of law. Let them do it like they will do to themselves. You cannot be doing this to only NPP members. Are you saying that NDC members have not committed any crimes in the past or even in present times? Have they arrested or have they meted out the same treatment to them? No. So all that you are doing is going after your political opponents and punishing them and giving them high-handedness bail conditions. And it's not fair.
All right, I'll come back to you. So Suede, he talks Suedu. He talks about how unfair the treatment meted out to Miracle Abuaje is, and rightly so. I mean, he's just been convicted of. I mean, he's not been convicted of any offense. He's been accused. In Ghana, you can only say the person is guilty until he's found guilty. So, is he guilty yet?
I'll first of all say good morning once again to our cherished listeners. Say good morning to my honorable MPs, the MPs for the entire region, and my good boss, Honorable Abdallah Salafo, Communication Director of the region. First of all, I am happy you asked him, and he said that they don't even know the reason why he was. I think that was the statement he made, which you took him on. He budgeted, struggled to be able to explain it out. But I am with the view that if they say someone is under investigation, and I want to remind him that he has been alleged of financial and procurement-related irregularity, which he was privileged to be leading the inter-ministerial coordination, whatever, as the secretary. And that is what led to his arrest. And what even made people more surprising is they could have that particular arrest could have come cool if people had not revolted by way of demonstrating. And the demonstration is done, it's not once. I want to put it on record that when NDC was in power, they arrested multiple of our people, even going further to prosecute some of them. Abuga Pele is a living example, which we started the prosecution and they came and implemented the policy. Several other people were convicted. And there's no day that those people have ever been arrested and NDC people amass their supporters to go and be causing some kind of sin in the eyes of the people of this country. Currently, as I speak with you, this country, the Ghanaian people are even tired. The Ghanaian people need action. But because NDC wants to follow due processes, that is why they have allowed a lot of things to be going on. Today, I want to remind my brother that even the Wuntimi that he was saying that they harassed him, Wuntimi is now pleading for plea bargain. He has applied for plea bargain, trying to tell them to reduce, to lessen the burden or to lessen the punishment on him. But initially, it was the same MPP people who came and said Wuntimi didn't do anything wrong. Clearly, you just remember, you just heard him telling people that Raymond Archer he has just threatened him on air like that. And he's not the only person. Almost all their communicators, that is what they do. They tell people that Raymond Archer, him executing a mandate that has been given to him as Iyoko boss, and you tout it to look like political persecution. Who would have been aware that they do say he who comes with equity must come with clean hands. If Miracles Abuaji will sit on air to say that when the change of power, Shamima Muslim will be prosecuted. Not knowing that you yourself, you are sitting on a shirt. You are sitting on a mess. You messed on yourself and you sit on air, glamoring, making unwarranted statement. Today, who would have even thought that there would have been 55 million theft against him? And you see, the MPP are on a particular trajectory when they are doing their argument or when they are trying to put their case for Ghanaian people to sympathize with them. But their posturing doesn't even make the Ghanaian people to be happy. Their posturing is making them feel like they are ridiculous when they are even talking. People will look at them and be laughing at them. Because we're in this country when ordinary civilians were shot. We're in this country where Kaka of Ejura and co were being killed just for a common demonstration on toilet, just for community development. So I am saying that when you say that he has not done anything, and now they have pressed charges against someone, when they press charge against someone, and they even said if one is privileged to be under investigation, that person is not supposed to travel outside. And when you read on their document, it is clearly stated that it was later they got to know that he left the country without a prior notice to them. Go and read the excerpts, or you want me to read it for you?
Please go ahead.
So I am saying that. And now, when he left the country, he left it without the notice of the authority. Now, they realized that he came in. So they already gave a notice to the people that when he comes, they should inform them so that they will arrest him. So arrest doesn't mean a death warrant.
But when the person is arrested, are there some rights that the person is supposed to enjoy?
The person has every right. The person has bailable right.
So
because the fact is, when you are arrested, for instance, that's why they told you when those who are doing law, there are certain things that say that when you don't allow yourself to be arrested on Sunday. That if you are arrested on Sunday, be rest assured that you sleep for the next day. Because Sunday they don't work. You understand? Sunday they don't work. But why did he travel in on Sunday? If you travel in on Sunday, the available time is the very time that they will pounce on you. And he alighted on Sunday. And he was already there was already what do you say traces that they are looking for him now. So when he alighted, then they picked him up. Picking somebody at the airport and allowing you to call your relatives because his relatives were being called to inform them that, oh, their brother has been arrested. If that's not true, how did you get to know and you are demonstrating? How did your secretary get to know? And yesterday, when your people went there to demonstrate, they asked some of them, they said, you promised them money and fuel. Some of them got there, they didn't even know why they were demonstrating. So we call them hired demonstrating, hired crowd. You are just, and this is not the first time. The last time when there was demonstration at the Wuntimis saying that was the same thing. When they asked them, they said, oh, they almost say Yamba demonstrated, Yamoba. Because we have those people who are also sitting around the ghettos looking for 2020 cities. So the moment they go and call them, they come. We'll give others word shares. And they went and asked them, what were you demonstrating for? They didn't even know what to say. So I am saying that they are going to follow due process. This country is meant for all of us. When you talk about Hanan's case, he just spoke about Hanan. That Hanan was also harassed. Today, my sister, Hanan went and used a saloon, a barbering shop again, as a medical, a medical facility to travel abroad, and he was caught. It is so these are the things that we talk about. You see, my problem with the MPP is they always think that they can outsmart everyone. And there are traces. Oh, look, currently Ghanaians are on the NDC government to prosecute people and arrest a lot of people because they don't want you to always be on air. But you see, myself, at a point, I always feel disappointed with my government because they should put the people behind the door, behind bars. You should not continue to be. Look,
So
now,
how are we able to create a distinction between these offenses and their prosecution and also politics? Because a lot of time it is my party.
that's what I'm saying. That's when you talk
the other
about
party is also
for instance,
threatening when they come in.
Are you aware that most of the charges that are being pressed against those people are not coming from politicians?
Okay.
It's individual. For instance, if you are privileged to be working in a particular institution, those people who will send, it is always an insider information that they will send out that this person was involved in this particular practice. For instance, how sure are you that Remo Archer part of that particular committee, the interministerial committee that this guy was heading? He wasn't part. Even at a point, most of after the arrest and the issues were hovering around, you heard a lot of the people making statements that even when he was the coordinating Baumier's communication, he spent some of their monies. Yesterday, it was also on tally. That people were, they say, that their monies that he chopped for free, that's Miracle Sabwaji. That their own party people. So I am even saying that their party people, MPP people are even releasing some of the information and selling their people out. And you see, Miracle Abuaji has been very strategic. He took intelligence that he will be arrested. So he quickly came and announced his political ambition to contest for communications. So, and when he did that, now he has aroused the parties, machineries around himself to embolden him to be able to. So, because he never came out to make that statement. We saw people making those statements already, campaigning these people that when they win, they need their support. Miracles Abuaji didn't do any of that. Nobody saw him. We saw him communicating, yes. So Miracle Abuaji took intelligence that he was going to be arrested, and he quickly came out and announced to the public that he will be contesting for the communication director, the national communication of the MPP. But my dear, we are not going to allow political actors to be absconding accountability. And when I talk about absconding, when I talk about trying to shrink or be immune with your political political lineage, it is a typical example is when Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo came and said he was going to institute a special prosecutor, that's the office of the special prosecutor, to prosecute corrupt practices. What happened? Later, it turned out that he was now touted as the mother serpent of corruption in this country because he could not fight any of the corrupt practices because of the political ambience that is always embellishing the people around. So I want to put it on record that whether we like it or not, there are always theft cases, but the political actors are always ready to run away from accountability. Because if indeed you are being asked to account for, even if it is me that they have arrested and I know I am innocent, I will tell my people to forget. Don't what are you demonstrating for? If indeed I am convinced and confident that at the end of the day I will come out clean with clean hands, why should I be worried? So sometimes I am feeling like they have never arrested an MPP person. Then you say that they have beaten him. When they arrested Wontumi, did you see him being beaten anywhere? Nobody beat him. Even at a point, he said he was sick. They took him to the hospital to cater for him at the hospital. So this country, every Ghanaian has the right to belong to a particular political party. But when you are even belonging to a particular political party and there's the need for you to account for your stewardship, you should be ready to account for. For instance, madam, those of you who are privileged to be here, at this very time, when there is any issue that comes, they will call myself and you people to come and account for. In the time you were there, what happened? What led to the fire outbreak? They'll ask you of those things. So if they are asking him about those things, some of you should not see it to be like political persecution.
Okay.
Because I remember our current finance minister, who in his ambulance case, which you people were even doing trade with your former attorney general, trading. to be able to prosecute him. Finally, it came out that the guy was not guilty. So on this note, I want to caution my brother. He shouldn't be threatening us. Because if you are threatening us and we also want to use that particular threat on you, some of you will not come out free. And that is the same thing that is happening.
What?
Because you don't need to threaten some of us.
What type of impact do some of these investigations have on the general public? You know, politicians usually after their tenure of office, then we have packets of these, incidents, corruptions here and there. As a political party, are you happy that quite a number of your people are being called to come and answer to financial malfeasance, to come and answer to money laundering, to come and answer to diversion of public funds into their personal accounts and all of that? Quite a number of them. Yeah. Are you proud as a politician to have all of that happening, especially with your party members?
Well, you see, I don't know whether to say I'm proud or not proud, but the fact of the matter is that none of them been pronounced guilty, isn't it? Haven't passed judgment on any of them. So it's normal. It's normal for.
So the delay is actually the problem.
It's not the delay.
The delay
is a procedure.
Okay.
Okay. The fact that they have said you have stolen this computer is different from you actually stealing it. So it's normal for any other political party to have its members being taken through processes. It's normal. We had under the NPP regime, we had the current Attorney General. You witness how he went outside the country and bought those the butcher houses, those ambulances, those vehicles he called ambulances. That was daytime robbery to forcing and his people perpetrated on Ghanaians. When the NPP took him through the processes and NDC finally came to power, they filed nolle prosequi and allowed him to go scot-free. You understand? Even though it was very clear, go and purchase ambulances for this country. You went and purchased things that even if they want to use them and carry animals, nobody will agree. Okay? And when NPP took him through the processes, finally the NDC came and said, no, you are one of our own. Let's file nolle prosequi and allow him to go scot-free. So the fact that somebody is being taken through, prosecutorial processes and all that, doesn't mean the person is guilty, doesn't mean the person have actually committed the crime. So we like I said, we in NPP are not shielding any of our members. We in NPP are not saying that our members should commit crimes and go scot-free. All that we are asking is that take our members to due process. Do not use bail conditions as punishment for our members. Do not arrest our members like you did to Miracles Abuaji on Saturday. Why? Okay, you call him. The first time they invited him to the York office, he went willingly. Nobody coerced him. Nobody forced him. And you say, oh, anytime you need him, you call him. You have not called him, and all that you do is to alert airport security people to arrest him upon arrival on Saturday evening. Why? What was it necessary? And he himself just said, I do not allow yourself to be arrested on Sunday. Why do you arrest him on Saturday if you knew that arresting somebody on Sunday would let the person go through some suffering? Why do you do that? So he himself have just confirmed that they actually wanted to punish the guy. You understand? And all that my brother is just sitting here doing is hearsay. Hanan has gone to use a barbering shop to do all those things are just hearsay. Where is the evidence? Where is the facts? Okay, so I'm saying that the NDC, all that you do, I'm not threatening anybody. I'm only just breaking your conscience. I'm trying to let you understand that your party will not be in power forever. So one day, you will be in opposition. And these same things will be meted out to you. As we speak, Suedu, you are a public office holder. sitting here, you. And for me, I'm not even afraid because I have never held any public office. Okay, so nobody will come arresting me. But you are one. Okay, and the next time we have BNI offices in Bolga here. They can arrest you and go and keep you there. And if they arrest you, I will not be happy because you are a brother, you are a friend. So I'm only calling on you to be bold like your education minister, who boldly and confidently told your own people, your own government, that they shouldn't be using huge bail conditions as punishment to opposition people. Your education minister said it. Why do you think he said so? Haruna Idrisu, why do you think he said so? If you were not doing them, do you think he would have said it? So let's commend Haruna Idrisu and the people, civil society organizations that are bold enough to speak. And that's why I'm calling on you, the media guys. Let us speak out and call out this government for what the kind of things they are perpetuating to their opponents. It's
Very
not fair.
well. Very well. All right. We would have to end it on this very topic. I want us to discuss another topic. But if there's something you want to,
I just want to remind him that
Mm.
when he's talking about Haruna Idrisu issues, whether he made it, that was a constitution. He's a constitutional lawyer.
Okay.
And he had the right to make that particular statement. But their own, one of their own, who is also a founding member of their party, that's Canada Japan, has also told them about the corruption issues, and they are currently trying to even take him out of their party. Notwithstanding, is it because Miracles Abaji is an MPP activist? The accountant there, who is called Mr. Gerald Apia, has started returning some of the monies.
So,
are you with me? But now, when they are making the statement, he's also arrested. It is not like it is Miracles Abaji alone who is arrested. Gerald Apia, who is privileged to be the accountant of that particular ministerial whatever committee, has started returning the money. I wanted you to read it to him. That Iyoko knows that Gerald Apia has voluntarily begun refunding, into brackets, returning the loot of the funds connected to the crimes under investigation. These recoveries do not and by themselves conclude the investigation process. Neither does it absolve any suspect of any crime. So we are saying that if indeed there was no anything that is in relation to Miracles Abaji's arrest, why would the accountant begin to be returning the monies?
Okay.
And why, if MPP really thinks that, or if my senior brother Amwa and Co really thinks that what they are doing is no good, why are they only single outing and fortificating, pointing to Miracles Abaji, than also talking about the other Gerald Apia? Is it not also a human being?
There are two different cases.
So very well. I want us to...
It's the same case.
I want us to...
There are two people that they are investigating in that particular issue.
Thank you. I want us to look at something of national interest. That has to do with the Commander Sugar Factory. I mean, in 1962 thereabouts, Kwame Nkrumah established the sugar factory. It was operational until in the 1990s, where it stopped operating. And in 2016, we had the government securing some monies of about $35 million to work on it and to recommission it. After recommissioning, the place was faced with numerous challenges, like inadequate supply of sugarcane, operational challenges, and some financial constraints. Now, as we speak, that factory is inoperational. And we are told that it has even gone beyond just being inoperational, but we have thieves actually going to steal some of the pumps and all of that. Are we serious as a country? I mean, your party is in power now, so I'll start with you. What is it with us leaving state infrastructure to rot when usually sometimes we can do very little? If the issue has to do with unavailability of sugarcane to operationalize the place, what is government doing in the area of equipping farmers to cultivate more sugarcane so that we can feed the factory to operate?
I think I'm very happy that this thing has come out again. And as industrious as we are, and I have always said that John Dramani Mahama is privileged to be the second Nkrumah of this country, who has always tried to industrialize this country by equipping it with machineries that will drive us into creating jobs and bringing an import-driven, let's say, export-driven economy, where we can also export some of our raw materials, like what we are just doing in the gold board. When we came in, you could see the gold board is triumphant and making waves in the country. When you go to the Bust Bulk Oil Company, which is being led by Council Dut, you could see that now we are doing tremendously well, and we've been able to a day, the number of oil that they produce alone over there tells you how industrious oil that they produce alone over there tells you how industrious John Mahama has always been. Fast forward, madam. I want to point it. I'm very happy you were able to give us antecedents where it started from the 1960s to the 1990s, which it was operational, and 1990s. Then it went on its knees. That it wasn't operational. And as I told you that John Dramani Mahama is the Nkrumah of Africa and Nkrumah of Ghana. He's an epitome of development. You see that when he came in the 2016, when he just won the election in 2012, he started by saying that they cannot allow that particular huge investment to rot. In order for him to immortalize the name of Nkrumah is by way of reviving that particular company. And what did he do? In 2014, he went and launched the program in 2014. And in 2014, it was done.
It was 2016.
No,
2014.
launching was 2014 and commissioning was 2016.
Yeah.
Just go and read about it. When they started it, because the place they was not operational.
Yeah.
So they came and they earmarked the place, they launched the place to be able to start the job by way of renovating it. And in 2016, it was commissioning. And commissioning means it is now ready for use.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to say.
Please go ahead.
So commissioning simply means it is not ready for use. And you realize that in 2016 we lost elections. So by then we were trying. They even gave a huge sum of money to farmers to come, and some of the farmers were able to get a lot of hectares of lands to be able to farm the sugarcane, so that they will start the process. So when they started the process, some of the farmers were happy in the commissioning and thinking that, oh, in no time we'll be producing sugar. And you remember, we produced some small sugar there, and they did this thing, exhibition with it, before we lost power. When we lost power, we thought governance is about continuation. It's just like what you spoke about, the government pays. That particular money is for public interest. It's not John Dramani Mahama's money. It's not NDC's money. It was our public funds. It is our taxpayers' money. Myself and you, we have been paying tax. A1 is paying tax. My dear host is paying tax. When you are buying fuel, you pay tax. There's tax component in fuel. When you are buying any product in market, there's tax component in it. So it is our taxpayers' money that they have used to revive the company. But because these people thought that when that particular factory is in use in the central region, the good people of central region will get jobs, and the glory will come to the John Dramani Mahama's name. Then they decided to allow the place to rot. And when they heard that John Dramani Mahama has come back to power in June, 27th June of this particular month, John Dramani Mahama on his tour to that particular place, central region, he earmarked that, oh, definitely they are going to revive the place again, because he said it has always been in his heart that he cannot use such a huge amount to build a factory that is supposed to create jobs and bring comfort to the good people of Central Region and the entire country as a whole by way of producing sugar for us. My dear, all of a sudden we heard in April, they went and stole pump machines. Even when they are mentioned, they said the things it is not easy to carry it. And so I am beginning to think, how? If only the thing is so huge, so big that it is not easy to carry it out. How did it happen? Is it an organized crime? So as a country, we need to get serious. So me, where I am seated, I am seeing that the security agencies are not doing their work.
Could it also be that government is equally not doing? Because if you have such a facility, which we used $35 million, which is actually a loan to work on and recommission, even if it is not operational because of the unavailability of sugarcane, some financial constraints,
the place should be protected.
Yes, at least we should have a security.
So that's what I'm saying, that the MPP came for 8 good years.
So, but the thing was not stolen.
No, that's what I'm saying. You wait. I'm making my point. 8 good years.
Okay.
And the place was not in use. 8 good years. It was idling. So people are now touting it to be an idling company. And to the extent that when the trade minister came, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare, when she went there, what did she say? She said she made engineers to come and inspect the place. And they said some of the machines were weared away, that they were outdated, what's the name, equipment, which they needed to equip the place again with better machineries. And I'm always looking at it that we are evolving around something. Because we use money and we didn't even use the place. Now they are saying that those machines are outdated. For instance, if we are using these microphones and all of a sudden you put the place and people are not using it, then you come back 3 years to
so
come.
So let me come to Mr. Amoah.
So let me conclude. I want to conclude on this to say that governance is about continuation.
Okay.
The failure, I can say that the failure has started with the 8 years of governance. Because if NDC was in government, definitely the place would have been put in use. But now we came and the place, because for instance, you can imagine 8 years of a stalled project. You know that you can't just go and start using it. Yeah. So when we came to power, we are barely 1 year, 6 months, getting to our 7th month. This is our one. We are not even up to 2 years yet. So anybody who will say that we are up to 2 years, you are only making your own your statement or your.
Why did they leave the place for 8 years?
Madam, you see, the NDC has always been incompetent in everything they do, and I'll tell you why. This is a factory that has during Kwame Nkrumah. You came in, wanted to buy the factory, went in and took an Exim Bank loan that was worth $35 million. Okay. And you didn't even take into consideration the raw material that will feed into this factory. They didn't. They only started with reviving the factory, and at the end of the day, when they finished, they realized that there was no raw material in the factory. And that's how come the factory collapsed.
But that could have been gotten because farming sugarcane.
You see,
it's an issue of farming it.
You see, madam, I'm saying that factory fees on raw material.
Yeah, it does.
Wale, we have established an ultra modern watermelon factory there. The reason is that,
as in,
like the MPP government.
Oh, really? I thought that's a private person's.
Oh, it's not.
Project.
It's not. So I'm saying that.
Why is it not? It is.
Oh, it's not.
It is.
Okay,
maybe it's the Kinafama Dr. Opokins.
No.
I'm telling you something. Maybe when you are done.
It's one of the one.
It's not.
It is.
Please, I am telling you also.
But it was.
So it's a collaboration. Please.
It was the vice president who even came and commissioned.
That's what I'm saying. That.
So I'm saying that it is one of the one district one factories. You can check.
Please.
But you know
that project.
You know that
yes.
our one district one factory
okay.
wasn't like from day one, even from the day one that we promised, we said it wasn't going to be wholly owned by
Government.
government.
Very well.
It was a PPP,
Very well. Established.
public-private partnership.
Okay.
Okay, so the fact that Kina Farmer
So
Man
if
is
he
involved
has
and all
invested so much into getting this thing where it has reached, I mean, it was just a matter of government supporting to get it operational before leaving office.
yeah, so that's why I'm saying that the fact that a watermelon factory was established in Walawali.
It's not done yet. It's about
Yeah, so
75,
I'm
80%.
coming. I'm just saying that
Okay.
the government or probably the investors realize that the raw material is there.
Okay.
When you get to Walawali, between Walawali
I know
and
where it is.
Wulugu, there's a huge watermelon. A
Farming.
lot of people farm watermelon there. So if we are able to establish that factory, and we would be encouraging a lot of farmers to even plant watermelon more. Even in the dry season, people can use mechanized boreholes and all those things to produce more watermelon for the factory. But you cannot go and be investing on a factory when you don't have the raw material. And
But
that's what they did.
can't they
So
farm
it's incompetence.
sugarcane?
Why not? But that's what they should have been doing first. You don't establish the factory and now you now go and look for the raw material. You have to make sure the raw material is there before you go and why didn't they produce before leaving? He said they did test. They produced one alone car of sugar.
That's not true.
Why did they do that? The raw material was not there. So it's just gross incompetence on their part. And I'm saying that when the NPP came, we realized that, like I've been saying, as for factories, the best thing you can do is to make it a PPP, make it a private-public partnership. That's where you can have the best of the factory. And that's why NPP did in our one district, one factory. We made sure that all the factories that were established were not just wholly owned by government. So when the NPP came, they tried to kind of sell some shares of the Commander factory to a private, individual. And when the NPP even tried doing that, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama opposed to it and said that it could be done better with only government. Now you are in power. Why are you not doing it? And even early this year, he promised that they were bringing some investors to come and restart the factory. And you sit aloof. You sit aloof. You cannot assign people to go and take care of this place only for people to go and steal our materials, our equipments in this factory. What kind of wickedness is this? For all you know, it is even they themselves who have gone to steal these materials, these machines. For all you know, it is they themselves who have gone to steal these things. So I'm saying, why can't, if you cannot make it operational, why can't you protect the machines that are there? Now they have so this is another reason for them to even postpone or probably to leave the place unopened or unattended to. They will come and tell you and I that because they have stolen the machines, then they cannot start the place and all. This is a strategy. It's a strategy by them to leave the place unattended or leave it unoperational. And it's not fair. You see, so I'm saying that I am not saying the MPP we could have also made the place operational, but we haven't done that, and you have come. Even if you cannot make it operational, at least protect what we have there. Under the 8-year regime of the NPP, have you heard that even a bolt and nut have been stolen from that factory? Have you heard it? Now you have come. You are not only making it operational, you are allowing people to go and steal the materials or the equipments there. So what are you doing to this country? What are you doing? So it's not the best. So let's call on them they are in power. All the security agencies are under their control. Let them look, if they are not complicit in this stealing, let them look for the perpetrators of this stealing and retrieve these equipments. And the promise that John Mahama gave to Ghanaians, let him quickly make this factory work, because he said he was bringing investors. When the NPP tried to offset this factory to a private investor to make sure that we have the best of the factory. John Mahama and the NDC opposed to it and said that they could do it better. Now you are in power. And he's trying to say that they are not even up to 2 years. It doesn't matter. If you are a serious government, even 6 months is enough.
He's making a case that you had 8 years. You could have engaged a lot of farmers. The attitude of not continuing a project that was started by the outgone government is really the challenge that we have as a country.
Sure.
And you see, this loan is not going to be paid by only NDC members or APP members. At the end of the day, it is a loan that is going to be paid by all of us. So we really need to look at how we treat some of these cases.
That's why it's important that we are able to call on every government to, as a matter of agency, always try to continue a leftover project by some governments that have left office, and the NDC is not an exception. As we speak, Afare Military Hospital that was almost completed. Some of the Agenda 111 hospitals that
government has indicated
Afare
that
Hospital is being built by NDC. No, you.
Oh, I'm not.
But you left it in 8 years. Well, that was what Kennedy Ofurata.
Government
have your term. I'm saying that
government has indicated that it is going to work on 10 of the Agenda 111 hospitals.
They speak like they are still in opposition.
And when they are done with those 10, they have an intention of picking another 30.
Do you know that some of the Agenda 111 hospitals were commissioned? They were ready for use.
Almost.
All that they needed to do.
At where?
Oh,
almost.
All of them. No, not all of them. Some of them where all that they needed to do is just to bring nurses and doctors and other allied health professionals come and start.
Where? Where exactly?
Trede is one of them. Trede was complete. Everything, machines, everything installed. All that they needed to do was just to bring nurses and doctors and people come and start work. And they've abandoned the place. You understand? So this look, there's a specialist children hospital at is it Weja or where? Complete, fully furnished. These people have left. Even you saw the people there demonstrating. Fully furnished. They have left the facility standing unused because it was started and completed by the NPP government.
Very well.
So you see, tell them that they should be serious in government because look, you are almost 2 years. You're almost 2 years. People are beginning to be frustrated because you promised a lot of things. You promised that the MPP government was not doing well and that you were coming to you are bringing change. As we speak, where is the change?
I think
where is the change?
All right.
I think basically my brother is just waging war on himself by way of making statements that they were supposed to even do. That's why I said you ask him question 8 years. When you finish commissioning a project and you leave power and somebody comes in and you know that particular project is being government is the very thing that has sponsored the particular project, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to continue it. And that's why government was earmarking a particular amount for people to be farming, what's the name of it, sugar canes. So if you say that proximity to raw material is something that is very, very important, and that was the reason why they cited the factory over there, because they knew that those people are higher when it comes to production of sugarcane. And that particular environment too is good when it comes to the production of sugarcane. Notwithstanding, you made a statement about we may be the people. How can you be in the government and you'll be trying to inflict more pain on your government by stealing your government equipment? I am saying that because it is due to the announcement of John Dramani Mahama that they are bringing foreign partners to come and do. And the foreign partners said they even wanted Mahama to just stop importation of sugar. And he said he cannot stop the importation of sugar for now because if he does that, he wants to see the seriousness that the partners are coming to bring on board, or they are coming to bring on board before he will not agree to do that. And look, my dear sister, when MPP was in power for the past 8 years, did you hear any fire outbreak in the various markets? Did you hear it? Or did you see it when they were in power for 8 years? Because NDC has never been diabolic. It is MPP that whenever they are in power, NDC is in power, they go around burning markets.
Oh, really?
Yes. When we were in power, when they were in power for 8 years, if you can mention to me a place that was burnt, one, But today, anytime that NDC is in power, people will be resorting to be burning markets.
Hey.
The last time they caught
Are
some of the
these
people.
substantiated?
They are substantiated claims. They are substantiated claims because why am I saying this? The last time they caught people in the market holding fuel.
And were they wearing
And they say they are
MPV
NPP
jersey?
people.
Oh.
They said people send them. They arrested them. They said NPP people send them. So that's what I'm telling you that look, you just said we NDC went and stole those machines. And I'm telling you, I am telling you that. How can you said our own people?
He said maybe.
Yes.
He was not emphatic.
What is the difference?
your
What
own
is
people.
you cannot even use the perhaps there in the first place. Because as a government, why would you want to shoot your own government in the leg? For what? So I am saying that these are all statements that sometimes when you make them, when you make those statements, people will begin to
Your
feel
national
like,
organizer, is he not doing Galamsey?
have you heard? These are statements. Have you now that you
the Attorney General who say your people are doing Galamsey?
that's what I'm saying, that we don't really what we are saying is that the due process must always be followed. When you think that an industry is being created or being created by the government resources or by government funds, there's a need for any government that will come to continue the process. But MPP has always not done that. Even in Navrongo, ask him at Bonia. Nawania, they came and left their project. We came and completed those projects, even clinics and schools. Today, it is in use. But they abandoned when MPP came to power. They left. Kofiada built. Makuyongo built one of the clinics around Pungu. When these people want power, they left it and came and started a new Navrongo. You just see the foundation. Makuyongo's foundation, and they came and left the Makuyongo foundation and went and built a new health center. So these are the things that we talk about. The money that you have misused. Come to Paga. I was working in Paga. Come to Paga District Education Office. In front of the Paga District Education Office, the NDC government was building a district assembly for the good people of Paga. They came and abandoned that project and said that particular thing was not good and started a new project. Now they have finished the new project and completed it, and the people are working on it. So all these things are waste of state funds. Look, the Agenda 111. When we came, they were building one in Paga. It's almost done because our government came and continued it. Most of the Agenda 111 projects are.
Which one did you continue?
The one at Paga.
Even single Agenda 111.
The one at Paga. Even the Paga movement people are making statement that they want just last week they said that they want that particular project to be completed, and they saw that government is making waste.
You know, government is making waste, but government has actually not started.
Exactly. So why are you lying?
The Paga project.
Yeah, no, I don't know about the Paga project.
Maybe the single Agenda 111 hospital have been continued.
The Paga project they are working on.
No. See, the Agenda 111 projects, as we speak, we don't even have the list of the 10 hospitals. Government has only said it is going to work on 10. Exactly. But we cannot tell which.
No, my dear, I am saying that, for instance, when they call engineers to go to site, to go and see to it how where they stop.
Okay.
Is it not a process?
Okay.
So I am telling you from a full conviction that they have gone. Yes, they have gone there already. Your people say are not even going. My dear, they are not even going. That's what I told you that in just at his own doorsteps.
Yeah.
Today, the Kolgo Naga Road. The MPP started. We are continuing it. My MP, Honorable Simon Marco. Yes, they are working on it.
Yeah, that's true.
They are working on it. You are aware that a contractor is on site. They were there plowing it when I was.
That's true. Very well.
True. No, I want him to understand that we have always continued their. They are the people who are having a diabolic way of thinking.
Let me tell you. You see, every rainy season, in fact, the assembly. It's
not about every rainy season. This one is not assembly. This is not about drip. This is not about drip. If the contractor is actually working,
yes.
It is not about drip. Forget about drip.
You see, go there and see. Use that road some few days.
I said go there and see what is happening. It's not about the drip. The drip, they are just local people who went and they just taught them how to be using those things. But the contractor, when they are working on it, you know that these are contracted. The place is
which part of measured. Are they currently working?
Are you not talking about the Silugu?
That one. He's talking about Navrongo Naga, and I'm saying that
All the roads are working. Those the two are all. They are,
When
they are
was
all
the
working.
last time you passed that road? I only
I have
passed
been
there
passing
just
there every day. I've been passing there. I plan
All
that road.
right,
I plan
gentlemen.
that road every day.
Gentlemen.
Just know that we are working on the thing. We are always continuing the work that
All right,
that
so
government.
we'll allow for a few calls and call it a day. So we have our first caller. Hello, good morning. Name and where you calling us from? All right, so please go ahead.
I want to talk about the NPP.
Very well.
I'm saying that next time is I'm going to go to this. But the studio we go to when the brain comes for work, that we need for going to do our work in the party and give it to them. Then when the brain comes for you to work or something, we always give it to 1 week. I want to demand the party to next year from this time it's money become president. But these are the way that leaders are doing, they're not doing well. If you know that those people are serious with them, it is that them fine. Then when they are doing something, they always say that those wrong people are. I also want to be liked in the party. That's what people call saying. One that one man said, then when I drink, they always sit on the thing and give to the 21 week. That's the way to give another man to them.
Okay. All
When
right.
the people they be there must do well. Everybody become power. And this was those who are serious in the party. When the brain work or something, then I give it to them.
All right. All right.
That is not to become president. But the other ones, they don't do that. They will do the same.
All right. Thank you so much. So he's talking about they just ended constituency elections, and he's calling on party members to always elect people who are serious and have been working for the party. There are people that continuously work and sacrifice for the party. When it's time, those people should be rewarded by way of voting for them and not give to people who would come and just share money. Very well. So you can also call us if you want to on 03820915080 03820955566. Let me give both of you a minute each to wrap up. Who do I start with? Let me start with the MPP man. No, let me start with those in opposition.
Well, so for me, I don't have much to say. I just want to call on our members that we be in high spirits. We are almost getting there. I am confident we will come to power in 2029. So let's stay united. Let's work hard. Let's hold this government accountable. I can see there's a lot of pressure on them, and it's one of the strategies they are using. When they are under pressure, then they'll go arrest one MPP man. They look at somebody that they can arrest, and then there will be noise. So they've arrested Miracles to ensure that the whole country is, so that now the focus is on Miracles arrest now. We are not talking about the floods in Accra now. We have left all the things that are happening in government, and we are talking about Miracles. So it has become one of their strategy. So I'm calling on our members that let's hold this government accountable. Let's work hard. Let's stay united, and I'm sure by 2029 we'll be in power.
Very well. Thank you so much.
I think basically we are doing well. Sometimes people will say that nothing is happening, but things are changing. I can assure you that the government of the day is on a good track record when it comes to developmental projects. If you go to the various, he himself is aware. When you go to the various constituencies, to say the district assemblies, you can see that everywhere we have turned the country into a construction site, where we are seeing development popping up like jets everywhere. And we are always saying that anytime NDC comes to government, you could see that they are always putting out infrastructure to curtail and create jobs for the good people of this country. However, I'll also say that we should not allow ourselves, because we are also currently reorganizing our party at the branch level. And there are issues. These are internal elections. They should not let these things maim our relationship and our reputation. At this time round, we commend the MPP government or MPP party to say for them having a stress-free election in this region. But when you go to Ashanti region, we saw that some people were bloating each other at the coalition centers and other places. But here, we've not recorded that particular thing. So kudos to all of us in the region. And on this note, we say that Navrongo today will be commissioning a new DVLA office in Navrongo.
Office that has been in existence.
No. That was private. Today we are commissioning
What was
the
private?
government one, where they are going to employ people. So
You had
the
private
honorable
DVLA
MP,
office.
the honorable
But I
MP
asked-
for Navrongo Central, Honorable Simon Akibanga Wurgo, and the DVLA CEO will be coming to Navrongo to do the commissioning. So on this note, I'm
DVLA
welcoming,
has
I'm
been in
inviting
Navrongo
my,
for God knows how
I'm
long.
inviting my brother to come. So these are the things that we talk about. The initiatives that will bring emancipation and comfort to the good people of this country is what John Dramani Mahama has always triumphed. And I am assuring you that when we have carried water and alcohol, we know the one that is heavier. So today we are in government. The people of this country know the people who have really ruled this country well. You recklessly mismanage this country to the extent that about 89 MPs came to petition for you to remove Ken Ofori-Atta as the
Now, he
finance
started-
minister
he
of
started
the Republic.
future
On this
power.
note, thank you very much.
Very well. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I'm grateful both of you made time to come, and I enjoyed every bit of the conversation. Very relevant information coming in from both of you. We are grateful, hoping to see you again in studio. And this has been Daybreak Upper East on A1 Radio 101.1 FM. My name remains Umukusum Tahiru, and this program is ably produced by Moses Apia with support from Nelson. Also, we are a team of myself, Gerald Asagi, Joseph Yaro, popularly known as Bra Kalala Abwaji Emmanuel, and together we are nothing but competent people that bring to you a well-coordinated morning show. We are your number one companion in the Upper East region and beyond, and we entreat you to always and always stay tuned in anytime we come. We are on every morning from 6 to 10 a.m. where we bring you nothing but the latest in news, intriguing conversation, good music. Basically, a companion you can't do without. Have a blessed morning. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And remember, if we wake up tomorrow in good health and strength, we will be back right here, this same seat, same microphones, on the same network, 101.1 FM on Facebook and on YouTube to bring you the best and the latest in everything. Have a blessed morning. It's a bye from myself and my team. I've always said that my team are very, very, very group of hardworking people that you don't have any reason to doubt them when they say they are coming your way every morning. So yes, join us tomorrow, and we'll be back here to give you another interesting edition of Daybreak Upper East. It's a bye.
DJ Breezy.